Good morning. My name is Dawn Simmons. I'm from Jeanerette, Louisiana. I'm a mother of 9. I grew up as an only child. My mother passed away when I was 7. Spent a couple years with a foster family. My dad did the best he could, but it was a hard childhood. So when I had my first son, I experienced the unconditional love, something I truly never experienced before, and realized I had found my calling in life. There was no greater joy, no greater purpose than being a mom to my 9 children. On December 17th of 2021, my youngest 3 children, Lindy, Christopher, and Cameron, my son had a basketball game, and we traveled to North Louisiana for that game. They won that night. They won undefeated, took home another win. It was a great night. After the game, we stopped at Subway to get a bite to eat. At 7:06, we pulled out of that Subway and began to head home. And that's the last thing I remember that night.
My name is Katie DeRouen. This is my mom. I remember that night, even though my mom doesn't. At 9:01, a drunk driver was driving on Interstate 49. He was heading north in the southbound lanes when he hit my mom's car head on. I got a call from my dad. I jumped in the car, headed to the hospital. They were doing everything right that night. They had on their seatbelts. They were doing the speed limit. They were doing nothing wrong when they got hit. I got a call when I got to the hospital. We couldn't find my siblings. My mom was there. And we ended up getting a call from a state trooper letting us know that the young blonde driver in our car had passed away. We weren't sure if that was my sister Lindy or my sister Cameron. And the state trooper told us that his best guess was that my siblings were maybe at Opelousas General, closest to where the crash happened. So I got in the car with my husband and mother-in-law and headed that way. When I got there, a charge nurse met me and let me know that the young lady that they had there had passed away. They walked us to the back. We walked into a room where there was a body bag, and I had to identify my 15-year-old sister's body. When I asked where my other brother and my sister were, they let me know that they weren't sure, but they would try to find out. So when he came back in the room, he said, "I made some phone calls. I found your brother. He's at Bunkie General." I said, "Oh, thank God, he's okay." "Well, he's at a hospital. He's probably not okay, but at least he's alive." And he looked at me and shook his head no. And then I said, "Well, what about my sister Lindy?" And he said, "She's still stuck in the car." This was 3 hours later. I don't remember much of what happened on Saturday because I was, learning that my mom was fighting for her life. I was talking to funeral homes, coordinate with the funeral home in Karen Crow to transport my sister to New Iberia. Sunday was the first day that I seen my mom after the crash. When she saw me, she locked eyes with me and asked, "Where are the kids?" So it fell on me to have to tell her that all 3 of her youngest kids passed away. I doubt anyone in here has ever had to plan a funeral for a kid, much less a triple funeral. I had to shop for clothes to dress my siblings in. I had to coordinate 18 pallbearers. I had to ask my mom when she wanted to close the caskets for the last time. This is my siblings, and this is them now. So what is their lives worth? $500,000? Is that enough to erase her damages? Under this bill, these damages are categorized as pain and suffering, mental anguish, loss of quality of life. I want you to think about what that really means. It means deciding there is a limit to her pain. There is no number that makes a family whole again, but this bill requires you to choose one. If $500,000 is too much for what we lost, then please give me my siblings back.